Welcome to Animal Rescue Postmortem, where we analyze animal rescue videos from around the world, breaking down techniques, outcomes, and the critical decisions that make these rescues succeed or fail. Hosted by Chief Carmack, who holds certifications in multiple technical rescue specialties and has over 40 years of experience in human and animal rescue. Get ready for an insightful look at these life-saving operations.
Volume 10, video number 16. We have a deer that is caught in, I think it's fencing. This fencing up here might be wire, but it could be twine type stuff, made out of a synthetic material, like a basketball net or a hockey net. And then it's caught between the fence here, so you can see part of its body is between the netting and the fence here. And then if you look over here on the left, it looks like either the top slat of that fence has been removed by these people on scene here, or through the thrashing around of that deer. Now, my thoughts on this one, if I don't, look, I'm going to have the tools necessary to make a quick rescue. And because we can't see exactly how this mesh or this net is caught around the antlers, which I believe is the only... Actually, it looks like he's trying to move something down low here on the extremity. So one of these extremities could have pushed up and through that. I'm just going to call it fencing. And then, so they're trying to extract that. And then they're going to lift it up here. And then this is when a wild animal has been captive by some object or person or thing. Their first reaction, as soon as they feel any release of that, is to start the flight process. Even with domestic cats and dogs, once you release the strain, their natural instinct is to just get up and start moving and get away from that. So that's what's going to happen with this deer. If you're interacting with an animal like this, you need to protect your face and your body from getting kicked by that animal. So that's head protection, eye protection, and then like a spine board, or you could always take like one of those plastic barrels and saw a section out of it and use that for protection. And you can do that relatively low budget, as well as something, and I'm going to use a riot shield as your example of something that you want to try and duplicate if you're doing something like that with a barrel. That will give you a concave shape to press something in and sort of help trap it inside that concave shape, but it also protects your body. Alright? And then here we have like a number one rule: don't throw tools at people. I mean, you couldn't, you're so lazy that you can't walk over there and just hand it to them. Let's throw bolt cutters or whatever those are at someone. That's just not proper tool handling under any circumstances. Professional rescuers aren't going to do dumb crap like that. Alright, then the other option on this call here is chemical immobilization. However, the thing to do is properly assess and see how entwined this deer is with this mesh. Because if it just requires a couple of cuts with a cutting device, there's no point in doing chemical immobilization on the animal unless you see injuries that would require medical attention. Then we would use it. But from what I can see here in this incident, I believe having a pair of fencing pliers or some good side cutters, they could have made one or two cuts in this incident here and just minimally restrain the animal to protect themselves, and also maybe elevate it to take some of the tension off of the mesh that it's entwined in, and then make your cuts and release it, which is part of what they did here. What else would I do differently? Let me check my notes. I would want people who can follow directions well, because you could do this not by yourself, and you could do this by yourself, but you see how the thrashing around is going on here? That's going to make it very difficult. If you have bystanders or trained personnel, I'm gonna go for trained personnel before I do civilian bystanders. So like the police, but more likely I'd rather have fire rescue on the scene because they're used to handling bodies, people, patients. And so they're going to be a little bit easier to direct. Yeah, go ahead, throw that tool over there. Please don't do that. That's just dumb. Dumb, and I forgot to add dangerous. The double D, right? So that's enough of that. And use trained personnel to help restrain the deer. Maybe use some longboards or, like I described, like a barrel or a shield to help contain it and not get kicked by it. Only long enough to make the cuts in this mesh, whatever netting, and then get it out of there. That's it.